Mazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to the Mazuma mob. Shout out to Mazuma Nation, man. I'm back in the building with some more boxing talk. All right, y'all, let's talk about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. It is officially fight week. If you don't know, they fighting this Saturday. I believe tomorrow they're having the press conference. Then following afterwards, they have the weigh-in, and then it's fight night, man. I'm extremely excited for this fight. Like I said, they made their grand arrivals. And shout out to both of them, man. They both look like they're in top shape, ready to go. Errol Spence looking real slim in comparison to his other fights. It looked like he got rid of some muscle. I don't know if that's necessarily a good or a bad thing, but maybe he got rid of the muscle for an easier weight cut, or he did it for how he's going to approach this fight. Maybe he's going to look at it for more of like attempted to drown Terence Crawford, getting rid of some muscle so he can have more stamina going into the fight. You know, Errol Spence never really had a problem with conditioning, in my opinion, but we'll see how his game plan unfolds and what he's really looking to do in the fight. But looking real slim trim, already looking like he's on weight, man. Terence Crawford just looked like traditional Terence Crawford. You can tell he doesn't really struggle much in making the weight. I'm sure he worked his ass off this camp. And you know, he looks like he's in top shape, ready to go. I think both of these guys had a hell of a camp. You could tell they prepared properly. You know what I mean? They're both aware of what each other is capable of doing, so they prepared accordingly. And this is an amazing fight, man. Both guys look like they were excited to see the crowd. They were both amped up, ready for the fight. They both seem like they had the right mentality going into this fight. They both look confident. They both look like they're in shape, ready to go. And you could tell they're really motivated. You could tell they're really up for this fight. And when both fighters are in that mind frame, you know you're in for a hell of a fight. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be hard to break that fighter. They're already both undefeated fighters in itself. So an undefeated fighter in the professionals doesn't know how to lose. So to preserve their records or to avoid that feeling of defeat, they're going to do whatever it takes to get that W the night of the fight. You know what I mean? And both of these guys are stubborn fighters. They're stubborn. They don't like to take no for an answer. So Errol Spence said there's going to be a lot of blood, guts, and brains being put out in the ring. Terence Crawford said this is going to be the best version of Terence Crawford you've ever seen. And I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but you could tell that's what they're looking to prove. You could tell that's what Terence Crawford's looking to prove. You could tell Errol Spence wants to go in there and have an all-out war. He wants to prove himself. He wants to prove he's the top dog of the 147-pound division. Terence Crawford wants to show you that he's the greatest fighter of this era, becoming a two-time undisputed champion if he wins in the four-belt era. I'm excited, man. This is the fight that I've been looking forward to for years now, since like 2018, 2019. And it's finally here. You know what I mean? 2023 has been blessing us with some big fights. Hopefully some more fights get announced further down the line that I'm looking forward to seeing as well. But they made their grand arrivals. They look like they're ready to go. They were amped up. They were going with the energy of the crowd. The crowd looked like they were hella excited as well, because they understand how big this fight is for boxing. They understand how meaningful of a fight this is for boxing. You know what I mean? So I'm hella excited. I hope you guys are as well. Like I said, I love both of these fighters. I'll be making my final prediction coming soon. I'll either do that on my channel or I'll be doing that with my guy Southpaw TV. But now we just gotta wait. We gotta play the waiting game. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see the weigh-ins. I wish they would have did a face-off at the grand arrivals. I know that's not really the place for that. That's just for them to show up and get settled in at the place they're staying or whatever. But I wish we would have got a face-off or had some trash talk going back and forth. But maybe they're going to reserve that for the press conference tomorrow. You know what I mean? But that's just my take on the situation, man. They made their grand arrivals. They look like they're in shape, ready to go. Let me know what y'all guys think, man. Does anybody look drained to y'all? How does the guy you rooting for look? What is your prediction going into the fight? Leave all that in the comment section below. This is Mazuma TV. Shout out to the Mazuma Nation and the Mazuma mob. I'm out of here, yo. Peace.